Recently, I've seen a lot of articles around the internet claiming that men's beards are filled with poop. Yeah, that's gross. Well, for me, this actually started with my wife. You see, she told me that I couldn't have any more kisses until I shaved my beard. And in my marriage, that's not really gonna fly. But I didn't even know why. I didn't know what she was talking about. So my wife sent me an email. In that email, there was a link to a news article that was apparently written in response to a recent study that had been done saying that men have poop in their beards. Now, supposedly this study was done by a microbiologist named John Golovic. He suggests that beards, yes, man's furry best friend, can contain the same types of bacteria that is found on the seat of a public toilet. Alright, that is a little bit disgusting. But as some of you might be guessing, especially those with beards, it's a beardspiracy. So, if that's not true, what's really going on here? Well, it turns out that John didn't actually do this study. In fact, nobody conducted this study. I can't find it in a reputable journal anywhere. So that means the case is closed, right? Well, I mean, as a bearded man, I thought I should look in a little bit to make sure that I'm not carrying that on my face all the time. And I actually found an interesting article in Anesthesia, which is a medical journal. This study suggests that men with fuzzy faces shed more bacteria than their clean-shaven counterparts, who in turn shed more than women. But the bacteria that is shed from women, hairless men, and bearded men are all identical. This would suggest that the issue is not actually having a beard, but that the hygiene associated with those who have beards is lower than that of the average person. So my suggestion? Make sure that you just shampoo and condition your whiskers a few times a week, and your crumb catcher should be just as clean as any bald chin out there. Voila! Still not quite convinced? Well, in that case, I would say just to remember the words of Hugh Pennington from the University of Aberdeen when he was asked about this recent quote-unquote study. He says, and I quote, "It's not problematic, and it's not a health risk," end quote. Which, if you think about it, really does make sense. I mean, if it were a health risk, I think evolution would have ridded us of the old Van Dyke thousands of years ago.